All right, guys. Mater came in a minute ago and said, "Hey, get my stream started. I messed up." He's Mother Nature is knocking on his door really badly, so he's in the bathroom, and he caught me in the middle of doing stuff. So, um, he'll be out in the garage here in a little bit. So you guys have to put up with me. Hi, Arnie. Oh. And I don't know if he sent out links or what, and I'm not going to get into it. As you can see, I'm moving yarn around. That's just so that I can go through it on the machine and go through. Some of it I'm having to re-roll because darn, it's messy. And yes, I have my guard. Hey, Randy. Um, it's wet down here because it has been raining off and on all day. Hey, Anfield. Mater is in the restroom. He will be out in the hall. All right, Arnie. Give me just a second because I have to go through quite a few things to get to it. Okay, Arnie's got the link. Oh, friend of mine just put out that she had 4 baby kittens show up at her house, and she has a lot of ferals in her area. I sent Arnie the link. That's it. Hey, Robert. He'll be out there and he'll be out in the garage in just a minute, Robert. Okay, and there's Arnie.
Hey, Crystal.
Glad they showed up, Randy.
Trying to turn the lamp on and sliding away.
Uh-oh.
All right, I swam my way out here.
Well, you need to get better duck feet.
I made her.
Hey, Ernie.
I went to church yesterday, had fun. It was relaxing, and that was it.
Hey, Randy. Hey, Anfield.
Robert's in here, and that's it so far.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, there's 3 bees.
Hey, 3 Bs.
Hey, Mike.
Yep.
Now that's just a little bit of white yarn.
Yeah, Mike, I was catching, I didn't know you'd gone live yesterday, and I caught it and everything.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, Randy.
Well, I caught the repeat of
it. Yeah, Mater, turn your mic up a bit.
What, barely hear me?
Yeah, it's on the low end.
Yeah. Mine is set normal, so. But I'm fixing to make some noise.
Okay, so, is that better?
Yeah, you're louder.
Okay.
But since I'm fixing to make some noise, I'm going to hop off here. Y'all have fun. Stay safe. Because you don't need to hear a handheld vacuum and a drill.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, Crystal.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Oh, you didn't, Mike, it seemed that it was working fine yet, from the replay.
Yep, I threw the top out right away.
Ah.
Yeah. Want to put this away, but want to put the top on it so if something hits it, doesn't squirt everywhere.
All right, that works. But yeah, I want to taking this drink holder apart. 'Cause I didn't like the way the outer looked. It was like that looks like crap to me. So I'm keeping the main part. I've got an idea. Don't know how good it's going to work, but we're going to try something.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, like it's been raining off and on all day, and no, Randy, I haven't really spent that much time on Facebook. I don't spend that much time on Facebook anymore.
Ooh.
All right, I'll take a look at them later because, like I said, for me, uh, mostly YouTube, and I'm in here working or I'm at work. You know, it's very rare I'm actually, on Facebook. You know, get up in the mornings. You know, I see what memories I've got and everything to share and everything.
Yeah.
You know, there's dancing.
Hi, dancing.
Yeah, dancing.
Oh, come on. I just shut you off.
Hey, Bill. Afternoon? You mean evening?
Hi, Bill.
But yeah, I'm gonna want it redoing it. Still gonna be using the same palette coats. I think that shape there, design, everything I've got is what I'm gonna stick with because everything else I've just been kind of experimenting with, not getting a true design down. So I think that's what's gonna be the final, what they're all gonna look like, or something very similar. But the drink holder itself, I've got, like I said, it's a work in progress. It's an idea. How good it's turning out, we won't know yet. I mean, as far as just, as far as something just holding the drinks, yeah, that would be easy to make. But like I said, I want to incorporate where the palette coasters themselves are being, on there also. I was trying to figure out how to get them to, have the whole thing set up higher and slide them underneath. But then it's like, I was trying to figure out how do I get it to where they're held in there, and that's the next thing. Is like how do you hold them in there?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I cooked. Yeah, I cooked my stuff on the grill today.
Ah.
And
Well,
then, after that, the grill pretty much extinguished itself.
all you had to do is back up to it. could have filled it back up with gas.
That was a charcoal grill. They really loaded that thing up too with charcoal, and all of it burnt down and just went out.
Yeah. Well, I could have loaded you up with a lot of pecan. I got 2 trees here and everything, and I got branches falling all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they do like pecan for smoking with. Of course, I know they like, hickory, what was it, applewood, mesquite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know Crystal mentioned it yesterday on your stream. Because I don't know if everybody, here was there. But, yeah, that one guy, he did the FAFO. And, yeah, he found out. Because, like I said, I was having to go to that funeral service for one of the guys from the ministry that passed away. So I was like, okay, well, I knew I had to get gas in the car, so I went over to Murphy's, got my gas, got a couple packs of cigarettes, and got me something to drink. Left out of there, got down to the highway, and I'm the first car in line at the light, okay? So I'm just sitting there waiting. Oh, yeah, I got time. Light turns green. I go under the underpass and everything, going slow. My second light, it turned green. So I'm starting to make the turn. About that time, I see a car coming this way. So I know they ran the red light. So, okay, fine, I'm going. Next thing I know, I see another vehicle, pickup truck, doing the same thing. And I'm already starting to make my turn. So I laid on the horn. Okay.
Yeah.
And mind you, those are the horns I got from Harbor Freight. Those things are loud. Okay. So undoubtedly, it must have startled the guy pretty, bad, because all of a sudden he makes a really wider turn. And I looked over. I see him hit the curb hard. I heard pow.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was just a blown tire or if he messed up the front end of that truck. But I got a feeling that, he probably had to have that truck towed as hard as he hit that curb.
If it was like a super loud pow, it was a tire.
Yeah, it was super loud. I mean, I heard a pop.
It was a tire. Because one time the trash truck was going around here, and I was outside, and all of a sudden, pop! Really super loud, and I was like, what the heck? And there's the trash truck turning the corner, and it had stopped.
Yep. Hey, Arch.
Hi, Arch.
I didn't cook any chicken on the grill. Arnie was the one grilling. His briquettes ran out. Oh, it might have, Randy. But like I said, that guy definitely, he effed around, and he found out you don't run a damn light, red light here in Texas, because you're going to either get hit or you're going to hit somebody or you're going to have that happen to you. Because I was already, almost halfway through the turn when I laid on the horn at him. He's probably about 5-6 feet away from the front end of my car. That's how close he was when he had to make his turn. So he made a really wide turn. I didn't stick around to find out. It was like, nope, I gotta get there. And it's like, Dumbass, you brought it on yourself for all this. I said, hey, Robert, let me get you a Kleenex or a Q-tip for the mirrors.
Hi, Robert. Yeah, stupid cop almost hit me yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I heard you mention that last night.
If you blow me up, I'll try and show you.
All right, let me see how much dynamite I'm going to need. Hey, I don't need any dynamite. You've got enough gas and everything. Just light a match.
Yeah, I was here just coming along and making my turn into get to the island here, and I had the front end of the scooter already in the road. And then this cop just comes whipping around the corner, doesn't even stop.
Damn. Should have asked him, hey, when was the last time you had your eyes examined?
Cop sped it off really quick
Yeah.
because I was going to blow my whistle at him, and he was like already 10 blocks down.
Well, I know that there was one time I was heading home, and I was on the bike one time. We had a train going through town, and when it goes through, the only way you're going to get from one side of town to the other is through the two underpasses that we've got. So I'm on one of them. I take it under as I'm coming out and everything, coming up the little hill. About that time, got a Texas Highway Department, patrol guy. He's starting to make that left-hand turn in front of me. I laid on the horn at him. He just kind of stopped and everything, and he was like, "Whoa!" You could definitely tell he was definitely surprised. I kind of shook my finger at him. He goes like that. I said, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, I need a loud horn on my scooter.
Well, what I want to do is I want to see about getting a couple more of those horns from Harbor Freight, and see about getting them mounted on the bike. Of course, it's going to be a little while before I get my hand back to normal, where I can be able to ride the bike. But it's getting. And it's definitely come along and everything.
Yeah, I do have another scooter. It's got a super loud horn, but that one ain't working.
Ah, what's wrong with it?
Yeah, something's wrong with the transaxle.
Ah,
It jerks when you try to go, and I think it's got bad gear.
yeah, that's what it sounds like. If it's wanting to jerk like that, yeah. How hard is that to get off of there?
It's hard because you got to take the motor off, take all the sensing wires off,
Yeah.
all the safety equipment that they put on them.
Yeah. I was going to say, you're a lot closer and everything, and like, hell, get it out in the other garage, and one thing I'm wanting to do is get one of those lift tables that Harbor Freight's got.
Yeah.
Jeff, he was talking about it the other day, and how good they are, where you can, put whatever you need on it and just lift it straight on up onto your table. So to have to do the manhandles. Like, yeah, something like that would be good.
Yeah, because this other school at the time when I used it, when in Walmart they had a guy that like maintained the store scooters, and he asked me for the heck of it, how loud's the horn on it? And I said to him, it's loud. He's like, no, it can't be that loud. So I blow the horn, and he's like, now that's a horn.
Yep. Oh, that's just like when I took the Caliber in to get the oil changed at Walmart. They always, honk the horn and everything, saying, hey, vehicle coming in. They weren't prepared for that one. I had them all, damn, that's loud. All right, you're going to make me go look for it. There it
Yeah,
is.
because that guy, he just about like peed his pants that day.
Yeah, that's what I wound up buying it, at Harbor Freight. $23. I mean, that's not bad.
No.
And like I said, those things are loud. They're definitely not, quiet. Now, I don't know. I'm just wondering if I could figure a way of mounting the other. Hang on, let me. Now, if I can find some way of getting this mounted on there, that would be fun.
Oh, a train horn like?
Yeah. It's 118 decibel. The only thing is they are plastic and everything. I know I'd have to mount them in the front and everything, but my only problem is finding a place to get them mounted to where they don't interfere with the forks, and also where rain and stuff like that won't go inside.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking those others, like what I got on the Caliber right now, that would actually be perfect. Because that can actually get mounted in the same spot that the factory one is at. And that thing there is not that loud.
That happened today, Randy. I'm in the checkout line along with some other people, and some guy riding the store scooter, he took out a clothes rack.
I could, but that means, Arch, that I'd be tied to the bike and everything, or I'd have to carry my own little battery and everything all the time. Like, nah.
Ooh.
Because I know I've seen those guys that have got the hard hats and everything. It's got the little yellow light that turns and everything. Nah, I'm not going to do something like that. Now, if I can find a way of getting them mounted, each one, now one on each side of the handlebar, but that means I'd also have to, since those are air, that means I have to get the compressor mounted somewhere, extra, the hose and everything, get that all mounted, maybe. Well, Randy, the ones I got, from Harbor Freight, I got on my Caliber. Those things are loud. I guarantee you one thing: if you don't hear it, you're either dead asleep or just dead. Well, I had to relocate the turn signals because they originally were mounted on the handlebar, and now they're down on the front forks. Oh, she already knows about the horn. I mean, as a matter of fact, she was in the store with me when I bought them. I haven't been back. It's been a while since I've actually been to Harbor Freight, mainly because the hand and all, the surgeries I've had to go through. Plus, we need. Yes. Do we need to get a bib for you?
No.
Plus, not having the money to go buy anything.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem there.
Yeah, Layla gave her a little bit of hot dog from the grill. She wolfed that down like nothing.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Because usually I give her a little piece and she leaves it. But being from the grill, must have gave it a different taste.
Usually, you cook them on the grill. That does, give a different taste and everything to them. Because you've got the smoke and everything, and it's enhancing it, changing the flavor.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, Mother Nature, you can stop crying. Been doing this all day long. I got up this morning and came out here to the garage to have a cigarette and had my coffee and everything. Everything was wet already.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I can tell already that the weather's changing.
Yep. Well, it's just like for me, one of the things I was wanting to do this year, I finally want to get a chance to take Crystal to Scarborough. No, that didn't happen this year because going through those 3 surgeries and being out for as long as I was, nope.
Yeah.
I figure, okay, carpal tunnel, the hernia. Okay, I'll be back beginning of May and everything. Go back a couple of weeks, maybe be able to go for Memorial Day weekend since it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I've been out for longer. It's like, nope. So, still got TRF that's going to be coming up in October, November. There's a possibility for that. Trying to think what else. We were kind of discussing as far as dinner plans for in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Robert.
Hey,
Well,
Robert.
Thursday was the roughest day, getting back to using the hand. Friday was actually better. course, today didn't have to go to work being Memorial Day, so today don't count. You got a bright idea?
Yeah, it's a light.
That's what I'm saying. You got a bright idea. But
Of course, one thing I like with this light is if you keep it plugged in, set switch to a certain position, power goes out. This goes on automatically.
So it's a rechargeable one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I mean, where'd you get that one at?
Walmart.
At Wally World?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta go over and look, see what Scamazon's got.
Yeah, and this one's the Bell and Howell. Yeah, power goes out, goes on, power comes back, it goes off.
There's some motion lights under cabinet. That's the kind I'm looking for is like what you're talking about. Oh, now there's some that's neat. They look like regular LED bulbs, but they go into little sockets that you hang. Let me show these.
Yeah.
Here's green. Yeah, a couple of them is not bad, like $20. Little hanging LED bulb.
Oh, I had a couple of those.
Nice, Robert.
Yeah, there's a battery in those bulbs. And for where I am, the circuit was not completely opened because it was always closed, even with the light on or off, because there were other things plugged in. Oof.
Oh boy. Crystal just showed me a. Alright, I'm going to be showing this. It's what our cat Smudge is trying to do right now.
See in between there?
Yeah.
Lady definitely made me feel broken and sensitive.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, that's what they look like, Robert. Like I said, I'm on here looking. Now there's some others. Now I found these. These are neat. and they're, say $23 for a 4-pack of them.
Yeah.
So something like that, yeah, that's not a bad deal there. And you got the button on the base and everything to turn them on and off with. And it looks like right there on the base and everything, yeah, you got the little button that's up in there by the hook.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not bad. I like those. But the one like what you've got and everything, yeah, I like that. I don't see any like that here on Scamazon. That when you get them set to where they actually come on when, say, power goes out. All right. I'll look some other time. Oh, something I was going to mention last week. I forgot all about it. There's a channel out there that there's this one couple. They go around all up and down the East Coast. Like from Florida to, I think, the Carolinas. I know I've seen them even up there in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And they're going around all these different miniature golf courses. Yep. See, that's what I'd like to have. Whoa, that's bright too.
And I plugged it back in and it goes out.
Yep. That's a good
I
thing
was
to
going to
have.
move it someplace else, and since it's got this feature, I don't know where I'm going to put it. Like maybe in here, or try. I want to try and put it someplace common.
Bedroom. That'd be one place I definitely would suggest is bedroom, because power goes out, and when you're in there,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that, Robert. But no, like I said, this couple, they go all over all the different miniature golf courses, and some of the designs that these places have, it's like, wow. There was one that they were going through. Part of it was actually under a go-kart track. That go-kart track that was raised up. I don't remember where that one was at.
Yeah.
But they had different themes. Yeah, I like that, Arnie. But let me.
Yeah, because in January 24, when I was without power for 42 hours, this would have came in handy.
Yeah.
Oh, off you go.
That's the. There's a link and everything for the channel. if anybody wants to go check them out, they got almost 400,000 subscribers right now. But I mean, it's his name is Brooke, and his girlfriend's Alicia. And then every now and then, his mom will be playing. And then there's also times when it's the father will join. So all four of them will play. Now, one of the things I like watching is on some of the holes and everything they play, they're at such a high elevation compared to the hole, and they're both stand there, put their ball at the same time, and the guy goes, "Okay, who thinks it'll make it? Whose ball will get closer to the hole?" There was one time when it was all four of them, and they did it all at the same time. And you see all the balls and everything going down the course and everything. Like, that's fun to watch.
Yeah.
But like I said, some of the places they go to, like, damn, I wouldn't mind going there. Well, I'm trying to remember where I just got through watching it not that long ago. It was like the last hole, hole 18. You gotta send it down, a little fairway into the hole and everything, which is for a pipe, which is like a story and a half below you. It's like, damn. So once you do that, you get it in the pipe and everything, it goes down. Then you got to walk all the way down just to get and put it in for the final hole. I guarantee you start watching them, they're going to be addictive. Here comes more rain again. Like, jeez. But yeah, I mean, that's the game. So, like I said, go over and check them out. They've been doing it for, I think, about 5 years from what I can tell. Now, sometimes they're going to, they'll say, okay, we played here before and everything. Oh, there was one I watched over the weekend. It was not a regular putt-putt golf where it's the outdoor carpet. Someone had literally taken a field and literally made a miniature golf course on it with real grass and everything, and in each hole was compacted sand. Yep, that's them. Oh, hey, Robert, you're not the only one. Like I say, I was getting so upset with the fact, how bad the internet and everything was. I was very tempted about getting a hold. I actually contacted T-Mobile, see about going and getting their Wi-Fi internet, because they got the little Wi-Fi hotspot thing. Spend $35 a month just to get it. Like I said, I contacted Spectrum again to find out about, how long this stuff was going to be before they got it fixed. They sent a technician out. That was last week. He found the problem. It was actually up on the pole.
Yeah.
say he got that done. It's like, oh yeah, big time difference.
You're not so overexposed.
No. So what was going on with your issue, Robert? No, I still don't have a river running through here yet, thank goodness. I know I got water standing over there by my table saw. And I got of course I got the little river and everything outside the garage door. That bug, yeah, that bug got electrified. If it ain't China, it's gonna be somewhere else over there. I mean, hell, I was watching Matt from 731 Woodworks. He did a review on the Cobalt 10-inch sliding miter saw, and he showed the tag and everything on there, made in China. Oh, so what'd you do, Robert, to get that? Tell him turn it off? You know, that's one thing I don't understand is, you know, people were wanting to complain about, you know, no, that works. Yeah. About the tariffs and everything that Trump was wanting to put out there for all the stuff that we get. Now people were complaining, oh, that's going to make everything so much more expensive. Not really. I mean, some things, yeah. But considering the fact that, you know, you look at the majority of stuff that we get now, all the electronics, made in China. And that includes all your tools, your battery operated tools. All my Cobalt stuff, made in China. You look at Snap-on, Mac, Matco, Cornwell, Milwaukee, DeWalt, made in China. All right, Randy, you have a good night. Appreciate you being here.
Bye, Randy.
But, yeah, they're trying to blame the tariffs. Well, one thing is, what a lot of people were not doing, they were not looking at the tariffs the other countries are imposing on the United States. That's the whole thing is like, yeah, what about the tariffs that that country, as far as like what China is imposing on American products? I mean, hell, we deal with, you know, other countries besides just China as far as shipping stuff out. Well, they've got tariffs also. It's just a common business. You got to pay, you want your stuff brought in, you got to pay a little extra money.
Mm.
As I say, it's just business. It's been like that for I don't know how many centuries. But I mean, you get, in China, you got Taiwan, or you got Japan. Yeah.
Root beer, watermelon don't go great together. Ugh.
No. No. Yeah. And also, where's all the cobalt come from for all these, our batteries? All being mined over in China.
And some of our food, where does that come from?
Mexico. I mean, if you think about it, like avocados, Mexico. Unless you want to get them the Californian, ones. But then, of course, look, like you say, look at some of the other foods that we get. Bananas. Bananas are not normal for the United States. They're mostly Pacific Islands. Same way with coconuts.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those products have to be brought in, from other countries. Now, the one thing that a lot of people don't realize when something like that is, how are we able to get bananas and all this other produce year round? That's easy.
It's okay, Layla.
What we grow and everything in spring and summer is one thing to help supply us.
Yeah.
But when we get fall and winter, we're still wanting those same products. How are we able to get them fresh? Oh, they're coming from South America because when we're in fall and spring or fall and winter, it's getting to be spring and summer down there. So they're able to grow that stuff, and then they're able to ship it up here to us.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear that rumble of the thunder?
Yeah.
But I do know, okay, another good example is, it's been over 10 years. I was working for Kohl's. We had, I can't remember the brand and everything. Clothes and everything. Made in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that, Robert.
Oh.
It's probably all the different ingredients and everything they use over there, which not USDA approved.
Layla, did you get that?
You might have.
Yeah, I heard some weird noise.
Oh, that was thunder up. You might have been hearing.
Oh.
We just got some thunder and everything. All right, so So I ain't got my river going. That's good. Mimi. Hey, Roadrunner, yeah. I saw you Friday. Yeah. Now at work and everything, we can't smoke on company property. I found out Thursday on first break, and I went up to the area we normally would be sitting at by the back of the, outside. Sitting there, nobody around, smoking my cigarette. Hey, DC. And I put it out. Here, comes one of the guys walking up. He goes, you can't smoke out here. So why not smoking section? He goes, not anymore. So when that happened, he goes, Monday. Well, I wasn't here Monday, so I didn't know about it. He goes, yep. So, last week, it was like no more smoking on company property. So Friday, we ended up going over there, and we got the full area everybody goes to, which is about 6 of us. And all of a sudden, I see something jump off the concrete wall down on the ground. I go, Mimi, hey, Roadrunner. There's Barbecue. How you doing?
Hey, Barbecue. Hi, DC.
Yep. For definitely Barbecue. Yeah, that's today is for those that gave all. That way, we've got we can do what we are doing now. And it's not just military. I would also say, all your first line people. So you're talking about the police, fire department, paramedics, any of the emergency people. Well, then it must have been your twin, because all of a sudden I seen you jump off that brick wall, that concrete wall, right on the ground, sticking your tongue out at me and going, Mimi. And it was not a coyote running around either. Unfortunately, you ran off before I could get my phone out and start recording. That's a lot of thunder and lightning. Yeah, like I said, that like what Barbecue's saying, yeah, that's something we definitely have got, to be able to do, and that's remember, all those that served our country and gave their lives. That way, we were able to be home, land of the free and home of the brave.
Whoops.
Heard that. Don't want to smell it. A Roadrunner play test. I'll have to make sure tomorrow when I go to work and everything, make sure I have my phone ready. That way, it's like, okay, video, okay. That way I can see about maybe recording if you're still hanging around.
It's on the sink now, Layla. All gone. Oh, shoot, I hit a burner. Damn it.
What happened, Arnie?
bumped the dang burner.
Oh,
Trying to get stuff put away and in the sink.
that that was for you, Arnie. Well, I know where Lydia's at. You wound up going. Oh, did Elaine go live today or not?
No,
I was gonna say I
she
didn't
was.
get the notification that she went, did her bingo today. Hey, Ariel.
No, she'll be doing that tomorrow during the day and in the evening.
Ah,
I think she was at her camping spot today.
ah.
Hi, Ariel.
So DC, you getting some good practice at that?
Okay, Layla. Here you go. That bad?
Ah, Ariel had some Mexican food. Yeah, and that just reminded me about that. Oh, they're doing good. Had baby girl give me the look the other day. I didn't realize that their food container was out of food. She was looking up at me going, "Hey, dummy, you forgot something." Well, I realized, I go, "Hey, fat cat, if you didn't eat so much, you wouldn't be so fat." Twix flavor coffee. I know they got the Twix, I think Twix flavor coffee creamer, but I didn't know they had coffee that way. Oh, uh, DC, you didn't uh measure it to make sure. There's one hell of a storm we got going through right now. One thing I've got to do is I got to get back out. Well, quit having such a big head, DC. You might be able to wear it. But I was going to say, I know one thing, I've got to get back out working in the other garage. I got that table and everything. I've got these aluminum pieces here. I still got to take over there and get them set up for that new toy that I've got, which is still sitting on the front porch. And I got to figure out how to get it from there out to the other garage. Because right now on the two-wheeler, I'm not about trying to get it through all the mud and the muck. I have to wait a few days for this ground and everything to dry up. Oh, yeah. Should have put some elastic in it. That way it would have been able to stretch out. Yeah, I remember the time that I was doing some welding there at the spray paint place and had the mask and everything, sitting there doing the welding, and what got to me is like, damn it, start getting those sparks in the back of my head. I didn't like that. Of course, right before lunch, you're like, okay, that's when I went to that welding supply shop, found that skull cap and everything for welding. It's like, okay, fine, I like wearing it.
Layla?
Well, don't you? Yes. Okay, I think you've got Rebe's attention now. That's still a long one. Anyways, DC, I don't think you're supposed to be using that. That's supposed to get flushed down the toilet. I know one thing. I hope we don't lose power with all this storm that's going through right now. No, that's not what DC is trying to make. She might. Of course, what was that? Someone said one time, one of those is like having dental floss on. Hey, Robert, now, just remember, even though that, just remember, she is vertically challenged. And remember, when you get a short girl mad, they're like a very rabid chipmunk. You don't want to be around one of those when they start getting all riled up. One thing about that is the easy way to keep them from hitting you is to stick your hand out like that, put it on top of their head. Keep them away from you. Just keep them at arm's length. Maybe throw a chocolate bar at them. Hey, Terry. How you doing?
Hi, Terry.
But, yeah, DC, I know we give you a bunch of crap and everything, but it's all in fun. Yeah, how's the weather over there in Tennessee? Oh, tried holding you on the top of the head? All right. I've been looking forward to that, Robert. I'll play like this. For me, I know a way. If Crystal gets mad and everything at me, I found the perfect way to get her from being mad at me. I just get right up in her face or kissing her. And she'll start laughing. It forgets all about it. And I just got the notification, Robert. You just had a video put out. I'll watch it later. Thanks. All right. The reason I keep turning around because I'm trying to make sure I don't start getting my little river and everything coming in here. Because if I do, that means my feet are going to be getting wet. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
I can understand walking from here to the house, but if I've got to, if it's like that in here where I'm sitting at, no. Well, DC, I got a feeling we get along really good. Oh, by the way, where's Susan at? I haven't seen her in a while.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen her in a few days.
Let's see. Haven't seen her. Sarah hadn't been in.
I have Discord, so
Don't know where Steven's hiding at.
She's not on Lydia's.
All right. Go have fun, Terry. Just watch out for the gators. Let's see. Yeah, and don't know where Joe was hiding at.
I hope Susan's doing okay because she hasn't checked her messages either in Messenger.
Huh. Yeah, I sent one to Susan. And she hadn't seen it. Like I said, haven't seen Sarah in a while.
Yeah.
No, DC. I don't get on TikTok. I don't get on TikTok now. Yes, I am on Instagram, but I get on Instagram all that much. Like I said, for me, it's more YouTube, and every now and then I get over to Rumble, and that's about it. Very little on Facebook. I mean, I see some things over there on Facebook, and that's about it. Yeah. See, and that's one thing, I agree on, Robert, is you can see the same short you see on TikTok or on Facebook or on YouTube. So, what's use of going there? What's that other one? It's now what, X? I'm trying to remember what it was beforehand.
Twitter.
Yeah. No, I have not seen that, DC. Send me the link to that. Messenger. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, that's why I am built, YouTube. Like I said, I go over to Rumble mostly on Tuesday evening. That's because that's where Popeye's at. There's maybe a couple other channels I'll check out. They're over there. But other than that, no, I just go over to Rumble for that. Arnie's been drinking something today. A lot of sodas going on. Yep. Oh, that's easy. Americans would win. That's only because the Brits got to go take tea time. Have tea and crumpets. I mean, look what happened to the during the Texas Revolutionary War at San Jacinto. All those guys decided it's time to take a nap. Well, that's what happens when you get caught sleeping. Oh, especially that one girl that caught that chair that was thrown at her. Yeah. Now, I tell you, that's one thing that Crystal and I, we've talked about. We've actually gone to our Waffle House, and we were talking to the people about that. They go, no, we don't have anything like that. Nothing like that happens here. It's like, yeah, we're just too laid back and everything to be trying something like that. Now, probably up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, yeah. But here, Waxahachie, Corsicana, nah. Then maybe down Waco, Austin, San Antonio, a lot of your bigger cities, yeah, something like that might happen in a Waffle House. But small town like this, nah. Yeah. Yeah, but how big a town was it that went in where she worked at? So that's the thing you got to look at is, the town, how the people are. If it's a laid back, rural town like where I'm at, no, you're not going to have that. Especially here on a Friday night or on a Saturday night during the summer, spring and summer. No, that is one of Saturday night about. Yeah, see, that's about 15,000 more than what we have here. So that's getting to be into the bigger towns, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there's it is right there, Nashville. You got all them damn drunks coming out of the bars at night. That's why. But here on a Saturday night, usually about between 11 and midnight, our Waffle House, yeah, it's gonna get busy. That's because everybody's been out to the races and everything, and getting hungry. And they got that extra pay money and everything. They'll go over there with their race car and everything and park and go in and get something to eat. About 4 or 5 rigs over there, and especially since IHOP closed here, which I didn't even know about till Crystal told me. But I can understand why ours closed, considering the fact that it really was not that busy. And they weren't even 24/7 except on Friday and Saturday nights, and that's it. Now that's bad. But we got the Waffle House. We got Waffle House. We got Denny's. We got 2 McDonald's now. I think it's 3 Subways. We got Burger King. Of course, we got Cotton Patch. But yeah, as far as the adult facility like that, no. But the closest thing you've got something like that would be the 24-hour fitness. Damn, that is. It's like, damn, I mean, really? You got that small of a town and it's got the adult establishment for a gentleman's club? Yeah, we got Whataburger, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty bad when you get that small of a town, and it's just I guess the most popular place to go to is a gentleman's club. But my question is, how many gentlemen are actually going there? Probably a bunch of drunk rednecks. I do know south of here there was one. I don't know if it's still open or not, but I never went there.
Oh, come on.
Super Tractor Supply? Now, Robert, what's the difference between a regular tractor supply and a super tractor supply? You got a drive-through? We got tractor supply here. Got, of course, one in Waxahachie, one down in Corsicana. We got several of them around here. Probably about 4 or 5 I can get to within an hour, at least. Hell, I got probably a dozen or so Harbor Freights around me within an hour. Okay. I didn't know there was such thing as super tractor supply store. Yeah, it gives them a little. Yeah, it gives them a little bit more room, maybe for the more clothes and all the other knick-knack stuff they want to sell. I know that for us, we go there to get the 44-pound bag of cat food that lasts at least, I think, 3 months.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I don't think that's a bad deal. Get that one bag of cat food. And I mean, we got basically just 2 cats and everything. Yeah, that's a possibility. Dancing. Where, like I said, I haven't been to Harbor Freight in a while. It's mainly because not having the money. I mean, I wouldn't mind. They got some good deals. I think I've just about bought every good deal they've got. There's really not that much more out there that I really want to get, from them. I mean, right now, got all the lights in here I need. Now, I will admit that, when I was looking at solar and everything, it's like, oh, Harbor Freight. Wrong. I got better deals going to Amazon than going to Harbor Freight. I can show you on that one. Oh. Okay. So we're going to try to do some compare apples to apples here. Okay. So that's the, Thunderbolt Solar 100-watt monocrystalline solar panel. $120.
Yeah.
Okay. So, So like you think, okay, that's a good deal. Wrong. All right. So like I said, you've got that. So then let me go over here to Amazon and look up 100-watt.
Hello? Oh, my neighbor's here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. So then we'll go over here to Scamazon. Oh, $60 I can get one off at Amazon. So basically, I get two 100-watt solar monocrystalline solar panels from Amazon for the price that one at Harbor Freight. At least on something like this, you know what you're getting. You got a problem with it? Talk to Scamazon. Now, if you want, all right, so we'll do that route then. All right, $119.50 for two of them. That's it. You want to come, and they got $10 off coupon. So that drops it down to $110. Actually, $109.50. So you're still coming out better. So that's the whole thing there. As far as solar charge, controller, you've got one choice, and it's for the Thunderbolt. We'll bring it up. So you got Thunderbolt 30 amp solar charge controller. Yeah. Let's see. Specifications. Is it? They don't even tell you if it's MPPT or the other one, but it only does 360 watts. At 30 amps. I know the one that I've got, it actually has got more amperage. It's actually a PWM. Doesn't say if it's PWM or MPPT. It's probably a PWM. And that will only do up to 25 volts max. Yeah, for use of 12-volt solar panels and batteries only. Trying to remember what else. See what they've got as far as a charge controller. I know they've got them. That's where I got mine. I don't remember how much was that one at Harbor Freight. $70. So we'll go over here and go over here to Scamazon. So they're saying $70. Nice thing about Scamazon, I can get to the correct, somewhat price. Now, I will admit that I wound up buying one. It was supposed to be an MPPT, and I had people say, "Oh, that's not the correct one. It's PWM acting as an MPPT." I've been inside Harbor Freight, I think 1 or 2 times this year, and that's about it. It's maybe because I really don't, they don't have anything that I'd be interested in having or getting. So like right here, now this one here, I'm not too sure of. We're going to present, share screen. I mean, they've got one. It's 100 amp, but it will do 12, 24, 36, or 48 volt. Now, how good it is, I don't know. But for $46, yeah, well, I know for a fact mine, I wound up spending more than that. And that's from a good dang brand. That's one thing I learned is, buy from the companies that's what they're mainly doing. Because for me, yeah, I know I spent more money, but this is the one that I wound up buying. $112, almost $113. But it's 40 amps, but it's from, Bouge RV, and they're a big name brand out there dealing with solar stuff. Now, I mean, I could have gotten, they got them 30, 40, and 60 amp. But this one that I've got, it'll do 12 or 24 volt. And I'm trying to remember what so mine I can do 600 watts, whereas on the one that from Harbor Freight, 360 watts. So I got 10 amps more and 240 more watts. And theirs is only good for like I said, the 12 volt. Mine will do 12 or 24. Now, if I go 24 volt setup, then I can get up to 1200 watts. A Honda K24 and a Mazda? Yeah, still a rice burner. I mean, it's still, still a Japanese vehicle. I guess it'd work. I have not worked on Japanese cars in years. And I used to work in a garage. That's all we did was nothing but Japanese vehicles. Toyotas, Hondas, Mitsubishis, Subaru. Like I said, if it was Japanese, that's all we did. Of course, the most common engine I went up working on was Toyota 22R. Yeah, we had one come in that it didn't have any kind of power. And someone was saying they had jumped time. Nope, come to find out that catalytic converter on it was stopped up. You got the catalytic converter replaced on it, ran like a scalded egg. I remember what the what was that Japan? What was that one car company? I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it was where you had three different Japanese manufacturers actually making them. Yeah. Well, you could use the 22RE. The 22RE engines were the ones that were fuel injection. No, I know the Suzuki Samurai was one car. Geos. He had a neighbor show up, so he had to go. Yeah, he had like the Geo Metro. The Geo Tracker was a Suzuki Samurai. That's it. But all the Geo cars. I can't remember which model it was that had the little 3-cylinder in it. Yeah, we had one of those come in one time, and we had one engine ready to go, sitting on the bench, and the mechanic brought the car in. I think it brought in about 8 o'clock that morning. About 9:30, he literally reached in there, didn't use the engine picker. He just literally reached in there, picked the whole thing up, set it down, started taking everything else off that was needed for the other engine to go back in, set it back, set that other one down in there, reassembled it. About 2 o'clock, he had it out the door. Yeah, Mitsubishi. Well, back then the Mitsubishis were, and Chrysler, they were working together. Ford and was it Mazda? I think Ford and Mazda They were the ones going together. Yeah, Chevy and Isuzu. Yeah, you had the Chevy Love was basically an Isuzu pickup. Yeah, yeah, and that's one thing that was really weird. Is you had a Japanese car with a German engine because the rotary engine was German made originally. Of course, the diesel engine that's by Rudolf Diesel. He's German. Yeah. Well, was it the all your yeah, the Mazda, yeah, the Ford Ranger and the Mazda B2, yeah, those are all it's the same truck, different badging. Now there was one it was the first car that Hyundai came out with. I know the name of the car and I can't remember the model. But the was it the Mitsubishi Prius, I think? It was the same car, and everything, just different badging. Yeah, yeah, Robert. Yeah, the Ford Ranger and Mazda pickups. Yeah, they're made in the same plant. They're all going down here, and then it's like okay, they split up. One side goes down to being a Ford, the other one goes down to being a Mazda. That's about it. It's about the only difference. I mean, and that was one thing I did like about working on the Chrysler engine, but the Japanese engines. You did not need a lot of hand tools to work on them. It's like you needed like an 8mm, a 10, 12, 14, 17, 19, and that was about it. Some pliers, a slotted and a Phillips screwdriver. That's about all you needed. Those are the main ones that you use all day long. And of course, now is have the feeder gauges, set your valves, your 4 cylinders, 1 and 2 intake, 1 and 3 exhaust. Do 180 rotation, do the rest of them, and that's it. Daihatsu, Gesundheit. Oh yeah, Subaru Brat. Yeah, that was their version of a miniature pickup truck. And that's also the one that had the seats facing the opposite direction too. Well, one nice thing about with that little truck, you didn't know where you were going, but you knew where you were at. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of Australian cars I'd love to be able to get my hands on because they don't make them like that here. I mean, or hell, even I know South America, some of the cars for Brazil, you get some of those Chrysler products that are down there or same way in Australia. Yeah, they are totally different. Yeah, Holden, yeah, that's a car company. But like I said, you don't find that here. Even the General Motors, say you go to Australia, General Motors and Fords, you won't find anything like that here. Besides the fact they're right-hand drive. Whereas now for me, there's only one car from Australia I'd love to be able to get my hands on. That would have to be the 74 Ford Falcon GT. What was it? XB. I'm trying to remember what all it was on that one. But that's the, as I say, the black on black. It was the last of the V8s. Mad Max. That was the Interceptor. But I will admit, some of them Chrysler, the Dodge Chargers they have down there in Australia, oh yeah, totally different. And like I said, same way in Brazil. You've got cars being manufactured down there that totally different than what we've got here. It's like you think of a Dodge Charger, say 69 Dodge Charger, okay, Dukes of Hazzard. Australia, Brazil, some of these other countries have made them. Nope, totally different, a lot smaller. And with a straight six instead of a slant, yeah. Hell, even in Australia, they had them with the 6-cylinder with a Hemi. I know that was something. Yep, the Leaning Tower of Power. All right, Mother Nature, you got quiet for a while. Someone woke her up. Yeah, that was that solid plastic they had in the back of that Subaru Brat. Here comes the rain again. Let out nets. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on one. Like I said, some of those that they have from Australia, oh my God, those things, they look so damn nice and everything. And they only had a 6-cylinder. They did not have the 426 Hemi. I'm not sure what size engine it was, but I know it was a straight six. It was not the slant, but it was a Hemi. It had, what was it? I think it was like side draft Webers on it. So that would be fun. Oh, Mother Nature. All right, who took a whiz in Mother Nature Cheerios? Usually in May and everything, don't get this much rain. Oh, I appreciate that, Carolina. Yeah, and I got about 5 more minutes. I'm shutting this down anyways. Since I'm back to work and everything, I've got to start getting back in that routine of getting up at 4:15 in the morning. That way I can be at work by 6 o'clock. Oh, you and me both, Robert. Had that big old elephant motor. The only problem is it had a drinking problem because it would love drinking down the gas. But it had plenty of power. I know, what was it? One thing I know Crystal and I were talking about as far as those cars going across the auction block at Mecum and how much money they would bring. Like, wow. 6 and 7 figures, high 6, low 7-figure selling points. Uh-oh. I got me a 8-legged critter running around. I don't know where he went to. And got mosquitoes flying around in here. One of them just got me on my back. Yeah. Oh, God. Those things were so freaking ugly. Now, I tell you, the one car, I wouldn't mind having a Gremlin back. I love that little Gremlin. 258 straight 6, single barrel on there. Man, you talk about something that had the power and everything, but being fuel economy. Imagine what something like that would be. Put a 2-barrel on there, big old Holley 2-barrel. Ooh. I know guys that took that 258, they wound up doing that. They got some power out of that sucker. I know for me, I wish I had the money and thought about it. Oh, talk about the Ford hand grenade. Now, the only version that was good was the wagon. It actually had more sheet metal and everything, better protection. But it was regular 2-door? Nope. I did like my Gremlin. I did have one of those. I love driving it. Alright, well, I'm going to shut this down because that rain's starting to come down harder. That way, I can get in there before I got to put on my swim trunks and start swimming. So, anyways, I appreciate everybody coming in. Because I know Arnie had bug out because his neighbor came over. I think all the Pintos were, Robert. Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna get inside. That way I don't get too wet and everything. I didn't bring me a bar of soap out here. But I appreciate everybody coming, here tonight, being in chat. I'll be back, Wednesday night and everything. So be here for that. Let you know how things going at work, how things went at therapy. So everybody, y'all stay safe. God bless, and y'all have a good night. And I will